Nominations close tomorrow for the 2017 edition of CBC Saskatchewan's Future 40. We are looking for 40 people under the age of 40 who are doing something amazing in this province. Great leaders, great creators. If you know someone, get the nomination in now because nominations close tomorrow. And with this campaign, every time we've done it, we've met some incredible people in our province, like Mariana Brito, who is the head chef at the Backyard in Regina, which is a pop-up restaurant. But this spring, because you're always up to something fun and interesting, you decided that you wanted to start a food truck. And tell me how you made that happen.
Yeah, thank you. We did a Kickstarter campaign. While we were working with the Backyard, we always thought we wanted to launch a campaign to start a restaurant. And after a couple of years working in the city and looking for spaces and places, we realized it was a better option to start with a food truck and start smaller. So we developed a new brand called Malinche, and Malinche is Mexican food, prairie ingredients. Our Kickstarter was successful, and we were highly supported by the city and people that have been to our dinners. And I think the collaborative work that we had come together was what made it so successful, plus like the big work behind it.
How much money did you raise in the crowdfunding campaign?
We raised $23,000. Like we would meet our goal within 2 weeks. We had a month to do it, and basically we tried going to the bank like every entrepreneur, and for food industry it's really hard to get started, and we thought, well, let's just put this out there. If the community wants it, we'll make it come to life. And we put some Kickstarter rewards together, and it was good. It
happened. You got the truck up and running this summer. Malinche was hugely successful. How did the opening season go in your mind?
It was crazy.
People love Mexican food.
Yes, people love Mexican food. For me, the biggest challenge was to understand that the truck is not a restaurant and it's a food truck. And though we wanted to offer food as a restaurant, we had to adapt and start from basics, like training our cooks how to cook a tortilla and things that are so essential or maybe logical to me because I grew up around Mexican food. But the education part of it, with the guests, our cook, our team has been very, very just big learning curve.
And a big part of Malinche is that you use locally grown food to make Mexican food. Why is that important?
Local ingredients and organic food is the center of the Backyard, and I believe that nourishing food and nourishing cooking is what makes us healthier and what improves our surrounding, our environment, and there's endless reasons why we want to eat this kind of food. So with Mexican food, I think it's important to show a side of Mexican food that is healthy and it's beautiful and it's delicious and it's not processed and just going back to our tortillas and like hand making them and rendering our own pork fat for them and trying to do the best we can. That's what we're committed to, but the best thing we can do.
What's next for you?
Next for us is wait for the snow to fall. And
there's no food truck in the winter, unfortunately.
No, there's no food truck in the winter. I personally go back to Mexico to take some more training, more research. We are committed to offering corn tortillas next year, like actual delicious corn tortillas. So that's our goal, and Madison and the rest of our team, we're just figuring out the best training we can take. People might go on some stages, find new work for the winter, and get organized so next season can be even better.
Well, we can't wait to taste what you come up with next. Thanks, Mariana.
Thank you so much for having me. And I encourage everybody to go and vote for the 40 under 40. And there's so many people. And of course, this province, I think, is booming and it's just coming. And the local food movement is just growing. And I'm excited to be a part of it.
Well, thanks for being supportive of CBC's Future 40.
Thank you.